Welcome to the Week 17 NFC Playoff Roundup on the Pro Football Spot channel. I'm Brandon Perna, and I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. My prediction from last week about Kyle Orton leading the Cowboys to the Super Bowl was wrong. My prediction, Orton leads the Cowboys to the Super Bowl. Kyle Orton, Super Bowl MVP. I was dead wrong. And as a completely professional sports anchor dirtbag, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. Now for the NFC, this is who made the playoffs. Seattle owns the number 1 seed and home field advantage. Carolina has the number 2 seed, so they both have byes this week. The Saints and 49ers will both play away games against Philadelphia and Green Bay, even though the Saints and 49ers have better records than both of those teams. Colin Kaepernick said, "With the second best record in the NFC, we should have a first round bye so Russell Wilson and I can spend the bye week kissing our muscles and playing Madden 25. Both as our favorite quarterbacks Peyton Manning and John Kitna." The Carolina Panthers won a close game against the Atlanta Falcons to clinch the NFC South, as well as a first round bye. With the Atlanta Falcons' loss to the Carolina Panthers, Tony Gonzalez's career comes to an end. Tony Gonzalez pretty much owns every tight end receiving record there is. He has 1,325 receptions, 15,127 yards, and 111 touchdowns. He also set the record for most forgettable career by a first ballot Hall of Famer, as he only played in 7 career postseason games in 17 seasons. Meanwhile, the Panthers defense sacked Matt Ryan 9 times, which is a new team record for a single game. Greg Hardy had 4 of those sacks, which is a Panthers single game, single player record. And a little selfish if you ask Charles Johnson, who only had 2 sacks. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the Dallas Cowboys to earn a playoff berth in Chip Kelly's first season as head coach. The Cowboys looked like they were going to win the game late, but disaster struck on their last drive when the spirit of Tony Romo consumed Kyle Orton, who made a throw that would have made Tony Romo very proud and sealed the Cowboys' fate as the ball settled gently into the Philadelphia Eagles defenders' hands. Aaron Rodgers' return to the football field was simply too much for the Chicago Bears to handle. First, the Bears caused Rodgers to fumble the ball, but nobody wanted to pick it up. Jarrett Boykins and Aaron Rodgers finally figured it out. Boykins picked up the ball and scored a touchdown that nobody in NFL history would be proud of. Then, late in the game, down by 1 point, Rodgers hits a wide-open Randall Cobb, also returning from injury, for the game-winning touchdown. With the victory, Green Bay has earned the right to be embarrassed by the San Francisco 49ers once again. San Francisco now travels to Green Bay in a rematch of their Week 1 victory over the Packers. Aaron Rodgers will once again try to make San Francisco pay for drafting Alex Smith instead of him, and the San Francisco organization will once again win a football game against him, so we can have this conversation again the next time the two teams play. Although on second thought, I think there's a little magic happening in Green Bay. I think the Packers might actually beat the 49ers. The New Orleans Saints destroyed division rival Tampa Bay. Not really a rivalry when one team always wins, but Drew Brees just kept throwing touchdowns in a last-ditch attempt to surpass Peyton Manning's season total, coming up a mere 16 touchdown passes short of tying him. The Saints will now travel to Philadelphia to play an Eagles team that will rely heavily on a blizzard to slow the Saints' passing game, because their defense has no chance by themselves. Thanks for watching the NFC Playoff Breakdown on the Pro Football Spot channel. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. If you're looking for a sports show that's going to shoot episodes out of a La Quinta hotel room while they're traveling back home for the holidays, then you're at the right place and you should subscribe.